Sorry guys, I lost you there. So it should be what does love have to do with it? This is a question, guys. You can't say what's love got to do with it. You need to use does. What's love got to do with it? So remember that. Many times I've noticed some people, they forget to use the do, the did, the does when they're asking questions. What do you do? Where do you come from? Yes, I'm really sorry about the connection. I'm not sure what happened. I think I did something that I shouldn't have done when I was trying to write it. My apologies. I'm very sorry. Hopefully that won't happen again. I'll try to be careful. Let's move on. Well, the next one I've got very little to say because okay, there's a word we use in English when something just doesn't make any sense. I'm going to try to write it for you without losing connection. Gibberish. Now, Sting, actually one of my favourite artists. I have met him once, but when he was with a group called The Police, he made a song, and the title of the song makes no sense at all. It's completely gibberish. I should explain. Gibberish means no sense. It makes no sense at all. The song, I should tell you, the title, if I can, because it's gibberish, I can't remember exactly. Okay, dee do do do, dee da da da. This is the title of the song. Hey, I've no idea what this is supposed to mean. Oh. I'm going to stop there. Actually, when they sing, it's quite catchy. If you understand catchy, that means, yeah, I've heard this before. But maybe it's because if they're saying a do, 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 a da, 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 it sounds something like what a baby would say. That doesn't make any sense. And so if we think back to when we were children, hey, maybe that would sound nice. But yeah, the lyrics are not good. And so I'm going to stop it right there. I'm sorry, Sting. Okay. Next song. It's by somebody you've all heard before. Elvis Presley, I should say. The song is called Hound Dog. I think even if it's a young crowd, I think some of you will know exactly who Elvis Presley is. I mean, yeah, Elvis Presley. The king, right? So the king of rock and roll, I should say. But he makes a very obvious mistake here. Right, let me find exactly what he says. So, Elvis Presley the king of rock and roll, he says, it ain't nothing like a hound dog. I'll repeat that. It ain't nothing like a hound dog. And back in, I don't know, back in the 60s, the kids were jumping and singing to this like there was no tomorrow. It ain't nothing like a hound dog. Let's listen to it. So he actually makes two grammar mistakes in this song, I have just noticed. So the first one, he says, you ain't nothing but a hound dog. Again, this is a double negative. You ain't means, okay, it's kind of slang for you are not. So you are not nothing. We can't say that. The second thing he says is, and this is the same as a mistake we had before, he says, when they said you was high class. Oh, Elvis, please. When they said you was high class. It's even difficult for me to say. Of course, it should be when they said you were. You were, not was, you were. But, hey. Who's going to argue with the king of rock and roll? He's right, I'm wrong. Okay, he's right with the music, but I'm right with the grammar. Let's move on. A little bit more up to date now, guys. Justin Timberlake, yes, even Justin Timberlake is on the naughty, incorrect grammar list. This song is called What Goes Around Comes Around, and I should tell you the mistake. Oh, it's a very bad one. He used this. In the song, he says bledded. Bledded. Justin Timberlake, this is not a word in English, but I believe he used this to, he wanted to make it rhyme with cheated. Now the correct word is bled, but he said bledded because it rhymes with cheated. Cheated, bledded, I'm not sure, but anyway, let's have a listen.
I've never seen you before.
Oh,
Look, I've never seen you before. I happen to think I'm alive.
Sorry guys, it's one of those extended videos. So that's Justin Timberlake, What Goes Around Comes Around, and Bledded doesn't exist. Don't know where he got it from. Next one is actually a contrast to another grammar mistake that we had before. Hey guys, this is Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga is on the list, and she makes a mistake, grammar mistake here as well. I shall tell you exactly what that mistake is. Let me just pause. Okay, Lady Gaga's mistake. Yes, she says, you and me could write about a bad romance. You and me could write a bad romance. If you remember the mistake that we had earlier, then maybe you'll be able to understand. Let's listen. Hey. This is also a little bit gibberish. She's not saying anything here. So you and me could write a bad romance. It's wrong. You can't say you and me could write a bad romance, guys. What would you say? Not you and me. If you remember earlier, it's the opposite now. Anybody know? Should be you and I. Now, when I think of it, you and I could write a bad romance. This wouldn't really change much of the song. So, yeah, exactly, you and I. So, I think the song would have worked with you and I. But, again, Lady Gaga knows best. Now, the next one, I have few words to describe this mistake apart from terrible. This is by Fergie. Do you know who Fergie is?
4, 3, 2, 1.
Maybe. The mistake is she spells the word tasty in her own special way. Now, I'm just going to play it for you, and you can listen to how Fergie would like to spell the word tasty.
Listen up, y'all, cause this is it. The beat that I'm banging is delicious.
Burgerlicious definition, make them boys go loco. They want my treasures, so they get their pleasures from my boat. So you can see me, you can't squeeze me. I ain't easy, I ain't sleazy. I got reasons why I tease them. Boys just come and go like seasons. Burgerlicious.
not sure where this is in the song. Maybe I should tell you. Okay, so somewhere in the song, Miss Fergie, I probably shouldn't say Miss Fergie, she says T to the A to the S-T-E-Y. So this means that she's spelling tasty, T-A-S-T-E-Y. This is, you can't do this. You can't change words just because it sounds... No, sure. You can change words just because it sounds cool, but, it's not helpful for those of us who want to teach English and those of you who want to learn English. We don't want all of Fergie's fans going around spelling tasty with an E, and there's clearly no E in tasty. Moving on, going a little bit back in time now. This is somebody called Bill Withers. It's a nice song, but there is a clear mistake in this song. It's called, even in the title,
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone.
It's not warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and she's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away.
Does anybody know what the mistake is? Ain't no sunshine when she's
This
gone.
time where she's gone. Wonder if she's gonna stay. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and this house just ain't no home. Anytime she goes away. And I know.
Okay. He says it's called Ain't No Sunshine. Ain't no sunshine? No, we can't say that. What would be correct? This is double negative. We can't say ain't no sunshine. What should we say? Can anybody tell me? Anybody? This is similar to the mistake we had before. It's a double negative. So what should we say? Anybody? 3, 2, 1. Should be there isn't any sunshine when she's gone. There isn't any sunshine when she's gone. A clear grammar mistake. You can't say ain't and no. Remember this, guys, you can't have a double negative in the same sentence. And this is even when we're talking, it doesn't have to be no, it could be never. And I don't never. We can't say that. Don't is negative and never is also negative. So be careful. Right, and I have one more song and then I'm going to actually look at some film titles, and I thought that the last song could be, well, it's terrible. the mistake is, okay, when I was doing the research I looked at a few different options. Now, rap is very popular, but sometimes what they say, even if it's catchy, sometimes what they say just does not make any sense. It doesn't have to. It's almost like poetry in some ways. You can play and you can manipulate what you say. In fact, I believe rap stands for something like something. Okay, I'm pretty sure the P in rap stands for poetry. I don't remember exactly what the R and the A stands for, but I'm pretty sure the P stands for poetry. And so you can play and you can manipulate the words that you're using, and it can be completely wrong. Just like Justin Timberlake, you can even make up words. In fact, a lot of the street language that people use, in particular, particularly in the United States, but also in the UK, they're words that have come from pop culture, and especially from rap. Rappers sing it, and the kids, they take it upon themselves, and they sing it. Anyway, the next one is a song from Timbaland, and I can tell you the title of this song is cool. It's The Way I Are. You heard me correctly. You may know this song, The Way I Are. And of course, he probably made a good few millions from this song, but it's incorrect. Oh no, this is the wrong song. I've gone too far. Okay, I should be here. Also a mistake. So there's Timberlake and The Way I Are. It's difficult for me to say, really, The Way I Are. Again, the song is catchy. It's got a nice beat, nice rhythm. The grammar is not the best. Hi guys, nice to meet you. Dennis, nice girls, Ukraine, Italian guy, welcome. Okay, I think I actually had one more song here, didn't I? The one that I was just playing. Let me see what the mistake was here. Yes. Okay, so let's go back. Somebody, the problem is in the title. Somebody that I used to know. This is the title, and this is where the mistake is. Somebody that I used to know. So maybe you can... No, not that one. What is the mistake? Somebody that I used to know. This one might be a little bit difficult. What is the mistake, guys? Somebody that I used to know. Anybody know? see if we can get to the chorus.
like resolution to the end. Said that we would still, it was over.
That is the problem. Very good. Somebody who I used to know. You guys are good today. You know your music. Well, you know your grammar. Fantastic, Femi. But I mean, now you're just somebody who I used to know. Would that really have made too much of a difference? I think it would still have been a hit. What do you guys think? Yeah, right? Yeah, it's a song. You want to make it catchy, you want to make it rhyme, and sometimes you want to shock people. I mean, today's music, it can be quite shockable, and yeah, they may. I don't want to say. I would like to think that you know, these professionals, they know their grammar. Maybe yes, maybe no. I would like to think, of course, I'm a teacher, but I would like to think that if I'm going to write something, that it's going to be grammatically correct. But hey, you know, if you have a good chorus, a nice beat, good lyrics, a catchy song, then you know you're going to sell it. There have been some songs like the Police song, which it's catchy, but you know, what are they saying? The Lady Gaga song, when she starts singing, you know, what is she saying? She's not saying anything, but they're hits. So think of maybe your top 10 English songs. Have a good look at these songs and see if you can find any mistakes. I guarantee that you will. Some mistakes we've been hearing a lot of. There ain't no money, there ain't no this, and this is just because of pop culture. This is how people talk, both in especially in the United States, but even in the UK. And if I was, you know, I cringe when I hear people say this, but people do. People sing it, and you'll even hear people say this. It's incorrect grammar, and I'm talking about natives. Native speakers will speak like this. So pay attention. Listen to your favourite songs. I hope you've enjoyed the last hour. I'm a music lover myself, so I really listen to lyrics. I think a good song with great lyrics, it's best. You know, it can really get to you. So thank you again for today. I hope to see you all again next week, and have a wonderful week and enjoy the rest of Monday. Thank you, guys.